Sis, I'm in trouble. Hurry up and read my text. You're such a goof.
Who is this?
What? Did you forget about your own little sister? It's an emergency. Don't act like a fool.
By my little sister, do you mean the woman who took my husband away from me when I was about to give birth?
Yes. It's your sister Miranda who took the trouble to be with your husband because he was fed up with you. Now, are you satisfied?
So, what does that plunderer want? I'm busy with work and raising my kid. If you have something to say, just tell me.
Boy, you're still so annoying, aren't you?
If you're going to be like that, I'm going to block your number, you know?
Oh no, don't do that. I'm sorry. I apologize. Just listen to me.
So, what is it? You said it's urgent. If it's something stupid, I'll block you immediately.
What a nuisance. You have a bad personality, you know that? Anyway, I'm at the hospital.
Oh, did you catch a cold? They say idiots don't catch colds.
Hey, don't make fun of me when I'm in trouble. I'm being serious.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, what are you doing at the hospital?
I was in a car accident.
Okay.
What's with that reaction? Your little sister was in an accident, so you should at least ask her if she's okay. You're a cold woman.
I'm just remembering that you've been in an accident before. It was a horrible memory. Don't tell me you've forgotten about it. About that time.
What are you talking about?
Ugh. Who was it that messed with my ex-husband 5 years ago when I was about to have a baby?
Oh, that? He was the one who messed with me. I didn't do anything. Don't tell me that you're not at fault for neglecting your husband just because you were pregnant.
You didn't do anything yourself, huh? How can you say that? Who would believe such a lie? You took advantage of the fact that I was in the last month of pregnancy and couldn't move. You told him that you got in an accident and asked for his help.
It's true that I had an accident that day. I just wanted him to accompany me to the hospital. I asked him to accompany me to the hospital because you had a big belly.
I never said the accident was a lie. I'm just saying that you were fine, just a little grazed.
I was fine physically, but mentally weak. I was hit by a car.
You weren't hit by a car. It was just a minor collision.
Steven couldn't bear to see me like that, so he stayed by my side all night. I told him to go be with you, but he said he was worried about me.
That night, my water broke and I had a hard time. I had to go to the hospital alone. No matter how much I tried to contact you guys, I couldn't get through to either of you, and my stomach hurt more and more. Do you have any idea how frustrated I was that day?
I can only say I'm sorry for what happened. Besides, I just had an accident. My body hurts and I haven't told you what I wanted yet. Listen to me.
So, how are you? Are you hurt?
You're finally acting like a big sister. Actually, the trauma itself isn't too bad.
Oh, good for you. Like last time, you've had a lot of bad luck.
But the doctor says there's some damage to my internal organs.
What? Are you okay? How can you even be texting me? Does it hurt?
Oh, I'm in a painkiller drip, so it doesn't hurt that bad. I just can't move much.
So, you want me to come visit you, or do you want me to get you something?
Kathy, what's your blood type?
AB. You too, right?
Yeah. I have to have an operation, and they don't have enough blood for transfusion.
What? What's going to happen then? What about the surgery?
I can't have the surgery because they don't have enough blood available. I'm trying to find someone, and they're asking if there's anyone in my family who can help me.
What happens if they can't operate?
I don't know. The doctors didn't say anything. Anyway, I need someone with my blood type to come to the hospital and take blood. You're the only one who can do that.
Huh? You don't mean it has to be me, right?
I just had my blood tested, and they said my blood type is AB-RH-. It's not easy to find, so they can't find blood for transfusion at the hospital. And the blood center around here doesn't have it either.
I didn't know that. I had no idea.
I wouldn't have known either if it wasn't for this. So please, you have to help me. We're sisters.
My life is ruined because of you. How can you say that?
What? Are you kidding me? You're going to let me die? You're a heartless human being. That's enough. I won't depend on you.
I don't care if you call me a heartless human being. I'm not going to give you my blood.
I will hate you for sure. When I die, I'll come back and haunt you by your bedside.
Don't be silly. Well, I hope you find some blood to transfuse soon.
I'll never contact you again.
Kathy, hey, Miranda told you, didn't she? For the sake of your precious sister, why don't you come to the hospital right now and give her a transfusion? I'm going to lose her if you don't, so please.
Who are you?
Huh? This is not the time for such jokes. Are you out of your mind? Your sister's in trouble. Are you even human?
Out of my mind? How dare you say such a thing? If you think I'm crazy, it's your fault. You messed up my life.
I'm sorry for all the things I did, but now is not the time to talk about them. Please, please help her.
Do you remember what you said to me after what happened?
Huh? I don't know. Now is not the time.
When you divorced me, you told me never to show my face in front of you guys again.
Don't bring that up now. I can't talk about that right now. Please, you have to help her.
Do you remember what you were doing that day when I needed your help?
I was accompanying Miranda because she was in an accident, and she said she wanted company. You were worried about Miranda too, so you told me to go to her.
Well, I didn't know at the time that I was going to have the baby that night. And I heard you and Miranda were having an affair before that.
Huh? How did you find that out?
Oh, I knew it.
That's not fair. You set me up.
You cheated on me with my sister on the day of my delivery. Now, which one of us is not fair?
Well, I was lonely.
What? What do you mean?
You were pregnant and left me alone and didn't give me any attention. That's when Miranda gently soothed my heart.
And now, your beloved Miranda's life is in danger. You're asking your ex-wife, whom you didn't even want to see, for help. You really are a pathetic man. I'm appalled.
Say what you want. Anyway, please, I want to save Miranda.
I want to help her too, you know.
Then come to the hospital as soon as possible. We don't have time.
But I can't give you a blood transfusion because my blood type is different from hers.
Huh? You're the same type AB as Miranda, aren't you? I knew you don't want to help. Your sister is suffering. Is that what a big sister would do?
I have no choice but to tell you.
Tell me what?
The truth is, I don't have a little sister. Me and Miranda are strangers.
Huh? Have you finally lost your mind?
No, I haven't. Miranda and I are not related by blood.
What? What do you mean?
Her parents are my mother's sister and her husband. They had an accident right after Miranda was born.
Does Miranda know that?
No, I'm sure my parents didn't intend to tell her. They raised her as if she were their own daughter.
So why can't you have a blood transfusion?
My blood type is AB, RH+, and I can't transfuse Miranda, who is RH-. I didn't know Miranda was RH-.
I didn't know that. Then who can transfuse Miranda?
I don't think there's anyone in our family who can transfuse her. I'd never heard of such a thing before. My dad's an A and my mom's a B.
What am I supposed to do then?
How should I know? I disowned you guys. Don't get involved with me anymore.
What am I supposed to tell Miranda about why you can't transfuse?
You're so stupid.
What the hell?
Why don't you tell her straightforwardly that I can't do it because my RH is different? Can't you even understand that? You don't have to say it's because we're not blood related.
Oh, I see. Well, that's right.
I understand you're upset because Miranda had an accident, but you need to calm down a little. At a time like this, if you don't stay calm, you'll make the wrong decision.
That's right. Hey, Kathy, how's my daughter?
Huh? What is it all of a sudden? She's fine.
What the hell? Why don't you tell me something more? Like how old she is or how much she misses her father?
I'm dumbfounded. You don't even know how old your own kid is. No kid wants to see such father. I haven't forgotten, you know.
About what?
That you brought Miranda to the hospital when her daughter was about to be born.
What?
They had to do a C-section on short notice, and you signed the consent form for the surgery while making out with Miranda next to me as I was fading in and out of consciousness.
Huh? You were conscious at that time?
Yes, I was. I saw it with my own eyes. I was so frustrated. Have you ever thought about how I felt when I was betrayed by my husband I trusted and my sister I adored? I will never forgive you both, so I don't care what happens to Miranda.
Hey, that is completely unrelated. Hey, Kathy, don't ignore me.
Why not? Why can't I get a transfusion from you? That's the one thing I can't help you with. You happen to have a rare blood type, Rh-. Your kid is AB too, right? You should bring her to the hospital and get her tested. Maybe she's Rh-. Don't bring my daughter into this. It's none of her business, and you can't get a blood transfusion from such a little girl. What am I supposed to do then? Do you want me to die? Are you a demon? I have nothing I can do. Just rest now and follow the doctor's orders. I hate you! Oh, I hate you too, but I'm praying for a good outcome. I don't need your praying, damn it! Hey, sis! Miranda, how did your transfusion go? Is it done? Not yet, but there's a blood center outside of the state that has available blood, and they're bringing it in right now. Aren't you in danger? Do you have enough time? I don't think it's that serious. Am I in danger? I don't know. Stephen was in such a hurry to get in touch with me that I thought you were in danger. He wants to help me somehow. He can't stand the thought of losing his beloved Miranda, can he? Well, it's not like that. Then what do you mean? I told you I was in an accident, right? Yeah, but you didn't tell me what happened. I got hit in a grocery store parking lot. Oh, well, that's too bad. So, who hit you? Stephen. Huh? The guy who hit me, it was Stephen. He hit me in the parking lot when he was backing up. What? That guy didn't say anything. Oh, he didn't tell you, huh? It wasn't intentional, was it? Oh, I don't think so. He was pretty upset after he hit me. He wouldn't be that upset if he hit me on purpose. That's a relief to hear. I'd hate to think of my ex-husband as a criminal. But we've been fighting a lot lately, and things haven't been going well, so at first I wondered if he did it on purpose. Really? Well, I'm sure he realized how important you were to him. Not that it matters to me. He's so desperate to keep me alive. Of course he is.
He's going to be in trouble if I lose my life.
What are you trying to say? Of course he would. You're his lover.
No, I mean, if I'm dead, he would get arrested for causing death by negligent driving.
What?
As long as I live, he just caused injury by negligent driving. It's no big deal.
That's what he's worried about? That's why he wanted to help you so badly, huh?
Yeah, well, he's getting a promotion. He said he'd get fired if the charges got too serious.
He's still the same lousy guy, isn't he? I really can't forgive him.
Don't talk about him like that. You're really starting to piss me off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, I want you to stay away from me and my daughter. You and Steven, both of you.
Oh, you're so cold. I feel so sorry for myself for being treated like that by my own big sister. The nurse just came by to tell me that the blood has arrived, and she's going to prep me for surgery. Oh, thank goodness.
That's great. Good luck with the surgery. Take care. I really mean it.
Thanks for caring. I'll see you later.
Don't ever contact me again.
I'm in big trouble.
What do you want? What do you mean, big trouble? I told you not to contact me again. That's enough. You and Miranda, both of you.
Miranda's surgery is over.
Was it successful? Tell me. I'm worried, in case you're wondering.
It was almost a success.
Almost?
But there was damage.
Well, you should be happy her life was spared.
Well, that's true, but...
What kind of damage?
One of her kidneys is failing and the other one is in danger of dying, so she'll need dialysis.
That's terrible. Take good care of her.
Yeah, but it's not just her kidney that's failing.
What?
Her uterus was also damaged so badly that they had no choice but to remove it, so Miranda can't have children anymore.
Well, that must be hard for you guys. You have to give up on having children.
Yeah. Why did this have to happen to her?
So, what do you want from me? I told you not to contact me. Why are you texting me again?
Because this is something I can only ask you for.
What? Just tell me, I'm listening.
I told you Miranda can't hope to have any more kids.
Yeah, that's too bad.
I want Miranda to raise a child.
Huh?
That's why I want to take my kid in.
You what?
She wants to raise a child of my blood and start a family with me. So let me take my child in. Miranda and I will raise her together.
Do you realize what a ridiculous thing you're saying? This isn't like raising a dog or a cat.
What part of saying you want to raise your own child is ridiculous? I'm just saying what a parent would say.
That's what a sane person would say. Think about it. I can't believe that someone who cheated and destroyed his family would take in his child. And you've never even met her since she was born. You've got to be kidding me.
But she's still my child. What's wrong with taking her in? Miranda cries that she wanted a child.
I don't care. I'll never give you my daughter.
I'll contact you again.
Don't.
Sis, the surgery's over and I got out of the hospital.
Congratulations on getting out of the hospital. I hope you won't bother me any longer. I'd like to block you.
You're so cold. I'm heartbroken, you know.
What? What's that?
I found out after the surgery that I can't walk like I used to.
What? What do you mean?
The muscles in my legs were torn, and the surgery didn't completely heal them, so I can't walk without a cane. There's no guarantee that I'll get better even with rehabilitation.
I'm sorry to hear that. You should do your best in rehabilitation to get as much relief as possible.
So, hey, can you do me a favor and listen to me for a second?
What? I'm not giving you my daughter.
Oh no, what are you talking about? I haven't said anything yet. From now on, I want to live in a handicapped accessible house, just in case my feet get in the way.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Isn't the house you live in now barrier-free?
It's an old apartment, so there are steps and it's far from the station. It takes me a long time to walk with my legs.
That's not good. Maybe you should move to a barrier-free house near the station.
Right? Steven says your house is a barrier-free house near the station.
What? My house? That's true, but what? If you want to live with us or something, I don't want to do that. You should look elsewhere.
No, that's not it. Why don't you give us the whole house?
Huh? What kind of nonsense are you talking? This is my house.
Even though it's your house now, Steven bought it originally, didn't he?
That's true, but I got it as alimony, so it's mine.
So you can just give it back to him.
What are you talking about? I absolutely won't do that. You'll have to find somewhere else.
Plus, I want you to give him back his child as well.
Give him back? Don't be so selfish. Are you serious? You should realize that that idea is insane.
Of course I'm serious. Give us your daughter and your house. I think the three of us can be a happy family. Your daughter is still a little girl, so she'll forget about you soon enough. She'll only miss you in the beginning.
That's such a horrible thing to say. You must have hit your head in an accident.
Oh, no worries. I didn't hit my head. Well, if you want your child to be happy, you should think about it. Would she be happier living with you or with us?
I won't give my daughter to such a crazy person. Don't you ever contact me again. It's disgusting.
Yeah, whatever. Bye.
Hey, Steven, what the hell do you think you're doing?
What?
What the hell did you really do? What you did is a crime. It's kidnapping.
I was just trying to bring my own daughter home. You're overreacting calling it kidnapping.
Thank God she resisted and ran away. I heard someone nearby protected her and went to tell the police.
I didn't expect my own daughter to cry and hate me like that. She had a lot of power for a little girl. Why would this be a police matter? I'm her father.
You still don't get it? No kidding. The girl you tried to take away wasn't our child. You don't even know what your own child looks like.
What? She's not mine? Who was that?
She's the neighbor's kid, and she's an elementary school kid. Our daughter is still in kindergarten. How can you be her father without knowing how old she is? You did a terrible thing. That kid was so scared and heartbroken.
You're kidding, right? I would never have thought that girl was a different kid.
You're going to get arrested for attempted kidnapping. The police know who you are. I have nothing to do with this. Turn yourself in now and don't come near us ever again. I told you not to contact me anymore. What is it?
Steven has been arrested. You're the one who told the police. Do something. Steven thought it was his own child. You're overreacting, calling it kidnapping. It's a misunderstanding.
He deserved to be arrested for what he did. It's none of my business.
It all started because you wouldn't give us your child.
If you want his child so badly, why don't you have some woman have it for you? I'm sure Steven would be happy to make a baby too.
Huh? What are you talking about? Are you stupid? Are you asking me to let him cheat on me? You must be pretty upset that he cheated on you.
I didn't tell you this, but I went to visit you right after your surgery.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, you should have told me if you were there.
You were still under anesthesia, and that's when I saw something.
What? What did you see? Just tell me.
You were sleeping after your surgery, and Steven was making out with some nurse. He had no idea that I was there.
Huh? What's that? A lie? You're trying to cheat me like that, aren't you?
I'm not lying. I remembered my own time and I felt sick, so I left. He was cheating again. He took advantage of the fact that you were sleeping.
What? Why am I the only one who has to suffer like this?
Did something you did to me get you in trouble? It's karmic retribution.
How dare you talk to me like that? I'm your family.
Speaking of family, I'll tell you all about it.
What? Is there something you've been keeping from me? Nothing surprises me now, so just tell me.
Really? Then I'll tell you. You say you're family with me, but you're not.
What do you mean I'm not? Explain it to me so I know what you mean.
You're not my parents' child.
What are you talking about? Then where am I from?
You know about Mom's sister, don't you?
The one who had the accident when I was born?
That's right. They're your real parents.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. I was 7 years old at the time. I remember it well. I remember coming home from school and suddenly there was a baby in the house, and they told me she was my sister.
No way! So that's why you and I have different blood types?
Well, we're not sisters.
You knew all along. I wish you would have told me then.
I'm sorry. I never meant to tell you until this happened.
I've had enough of this. Now that Steven's been arrested, I'm going to live in your house because it's too hard for me to live on my own. I can't even walk with my legs like this, and I have to go to the hospital for dialysis 3 times a week, so I can't do it alone. We've been living together as sisters, so it won't make any difference if you tell me the truth now.
What? I don't want you to come. I'm moving out soon.
Where are you going? I'm coming with you.
I've been selected to be a member of the international team at my current workplace.
What? International team? You mean you're moving overseas?
Yes, that's right. My daughter and I are moving to Australia in the near future.
What about me? I have a physical disability. How will I live?
Says the woman who took my husband away from me when I was going through a hard time. We divorced right after the baby was born. How hard it was for me, both mentally and physically.
Damn it! Everything sucks!
That's none of my business. Go ahead and get frustrated on your own. Well then, I'm going to be busy getting ready to move out, so don't ever contact me again. Well, I won't block you just in case, so be thankful.
I'll block you myself.
Sometime after my daughter and I moved to Australia, I received a call from my parents. They told me that Miranda broke into the hospital where Steven's unfaithful partner worked and yelled at her, swinging a cane, causing the partner to suffer an injury. The police had arrested Miranda. My parents decided that Miranda has become unmanageable, and they said they're cutting ties with her. Steven was released on probation, and he came to the condo where I was living for some reason. When he found out that my daughter and I had already moved out, he got angry and ran amok at the entrance of the condo. He injured the superintendent and was arrested again for breaking things in the condo. He was on probation, so it looks like he will be behind bars for a few years. As for me, my salary is more than what I was earning in the States, so I'm able to give my daughter a comfortable life. My daughter and I are having a great time while enjoying the nature of Australia.
Hey Rose, what's up with being out until this late? What are you thinking? Remember I mentioned it this morning. There's a dinner meeting with clients, so I'd be late. I'm not just out having fun. Yeah, right. Are you trying to fool me with such an obvious lie? It's not a lie. Seriously, you're just a parasite living off my family. Yet you don't even bother to cook dinner and stay out until late. Who do you think you are? As punishment, bring me some fancy bottles of wine. Punishment? Yep. Even though you're as thick-headed as they come, you're still my brother's wife. Mom and I reluctantly accepted you into our home, you know. But you don't even fulfill the basic duty of making dinner as a wife. On top of that, lying and staying out late. You're practically a freeloader. Someone like that deserves to be punished. I didn't choose to live with you guys, you know. I actually wanted to live alone with Brad. That's an excuse. Since you can't stand on your own 2 feet, you're living off Mom and Dad's pension, you lazy bum. I am working. You're the one who's not. It's okay to fail at job hunting, but you've given up finding a job altogether. You spend all day eating snacks at home, right? Isn't that the definition of a freeloader? Ugh, you piss me off. I'm telling Mom. Go ahead, do as you wish.
Rose, I heard everything from Faye. Don't you think that was a bit rude?
You mean her?
No, not her. You were rude. But you don't have to answer. I got it from your response. You're despicable. I ended up making dinner because you bailed. Making your mother-in-law do housework? What a terrible in-law you are.
I have a job and social commitments at work, so sometimes I come home late and can't cook dinner every day. We talked about this when we decided to live together, right?
No matter what, as a wife, shouldn't you strive to be back home by dinner time for the family's sake? Even George and Brad complain if it's not your cooking.
That's because your cooking is awful.
Hush! Stop insulting me and Faye. Have you forgotten that you're basically living off us in this house?
Living off you? I pay rent, don't I? I also contribute to groceries and utilities.
So what?
Excuse me?
You're able to live with us only with our permission. Don't act all high and mighty about paying rent when you're only paying half. And then not even doing housework and gallivanting around till midnight. Who do you imagine yourself to be? We don't need a freeloader who neglects housework.
Say that to Faye then. Isn't she the real freeloader? She doesn't pay rent or anything and relies entirely on you and George.
She's different.
How?
She's my daughter. On the other hand, you married my son, so we've been accommodating you as part of the family. Essentially, you're a stranger with no blood relation to us. We welcomed you into our family and let you live with us. You should be grateful and show some respect. I can't believe you don't understand such common sense. I shouldn't have allowed Brad to marry a low-income high school grad like you.
Is that low-income high school grad a comment also from Faye? It seems mother and daughter share the same vocabulary when they insult people.
Ugh.
Wow, that reaction is the same.
Ugh, what a mistake. Letting someone who's not blood-related live in our house and then she turns around and returns evil for good. I'll make you regret insulting us. Even if you cry and beg on your knees, I won't forgive you.
No problem. Good luck with that. Hey, Rose. So are you gonna be late coming home again today? Yeah. Work's crazy right now, so I'll be coming back close to midnight for a while. Why do you ask? Oh, nothing. And just so you know, we're ordering pizza for dinner. We'll hit you up for the bill later. What the heck? Oh, and don't assume that we're ordering for you too. Go get your own food, okay? Alright then, good luck with work. Faye? Or Anna, it doesn't matter which one. What on earth is this about? Oh, you're back, huh? Isn't it fabulous? The sight of your belongings scattered in the yard.
That shattered mirror of the wardrobe. It made such a lovely sound.
It really did. You're a parasite, but you had all that expensive stuff. It really got on my nerves. It felt amazing smashing everything.
So it was you two who messed up my stuff.
Obviously. We discussed it and decided together. We don't need a useless low-income high school grad like you in our house.
We wanted to get rid of you ASAP, you know. Oh, by the way, the receipt for the pizza delivery is in the dresser drawer. Send a check to us later. We had a belly full of fancy pizza like white truffle oil. I'm not sure if the poor and incompetent low-income person can afford it.
I've been wondering for a while now. What basis do you have for calling me a low-income high school grad? Basis? You said it yourself, didn't you? That you started working right after high school and had a low income.
I heard it too. Didn't you say that when we met the first time? Since then I've thought, what a dim-witted and useless girl.
A poor soul earning a measly $25K a year. Stay away, you poverty deity.
Huh?
25K is my monthly income. What? When I met you guys, I did mention I started working as a high school grad, but neither of you heard the rest of my story, did you? What are you talking about? Firstly, I have a bachelor's degree. Really? I attended college as a part-time student while working to earn my degree. At my first job, my income was lower compared to others, but after getting my degree, I changed jobs. I've been fortunate and now I'm a vice president. As I mentioned earlier, I'm entrusted to do a job that earns me a monthly salary of $25K.
$25,000 a month. You're well off. Oh no, maybe we shouldn't have kicked her out.
Mom, don't believe a word she says. This is obviously a lie. This is just the pathetic barking of a loser, left without a place to go after being kicked out of our home.
Who's the one without a place to go?
What do you mean?
Haven't you realized who actually got abandoned here? What are you talking about?
Were you so focused on wrecking my things that you didn't notice anything? Are George and Brad at home? What? Wait, their shoes are gone.
Check their room. Their stuff's gone too. No car either. What's going on?
They've left you both.
What do you mean?
No way. Why should we be left behind? You're the one who should disappear from this house. You acting all high and mighty for someone who's not even related by blood.
That's right. You were able to live here thanks to us.
I never wanted to move in with you guys, but George and Brad pleaded with me. They asked me for help to get away from you guys. Faye, who wastes money like water despite being unemployed, and Anna, who spoils her and doesn't even take care of the house. Financially and domestically, things were a mess. They asked for help to escape that situation while living together. What? On the day they decided to execute that plan, you two wreak havoc. Quite the coincidence, I must say. This can't be. Dad and Brad left us?
That's a lie.
I'm dead serious. I can't reach Brad on the phone.
George is not answering either. Don't worry, Faye. It's late, so they're probably sleeping.
Yeah, you're right. They'll come back tomorrow for sure. They're wide awake and are next to me right now. We're having a celebration party for cutting ties with you idiots. We opened amazing wine. They're with you?
Tell us the location.
Absolutely not. We're done with you guys. Obviously, we won't be paying rent or any living expenses. George will contact you soon through a lawyer for divorce proceedings. Neither I nor Brad will ever have anything to do with you guys. It's just you two living together from now on. That's impossible. Neither of us is working, you know. Mom has a small pension, but that's about it. It's impossible to live on that.
Why don't you find a job then?
Impossible. I'm not cut out for work.
Then I guess Anna has to work. I can't. I'm 66 this year, you know.
There are plenty of people who work at that age.
It's impossible. I've never worked before. I got married right after graduating from school.
Oh, so that's why you defended the jobless Faye so much. You've never worked either.
What's wrong with that? I've been a dedicated homemaker.
But you're terrible at cooking and chores. Since I moved in, you've practically pushed all of that onto me.
It's not normal for a daughter-in-law to take care of the family.
Well, let's drop that conversation. Figure out what to do next between the two of you. I don't need the things I left behind. Feel free to break or sell them. I'll give you the proceeds of a sale. Consider it my final act of kindness.
We shouldn't have broken things then. The expensive-looking dresser is in pieces now. You wanted to break it, Faye.
What? It's my fault? You were the one who suggested throwing stuff out the window.
But it was you who actually threw it. I'm too old to lift heavy things.
You told me to do it. Blaming me for everything is just plain awful.
I'm not blaming you, but let's face it, this mess is because of you. Because you confidently said Rose was a low-income high school graduate. I believed you.
You were at fault too, Mom. Why are you pointing the finger at me? I can't believe it.
If you had been working, this wouldn't have happened.
If you had been doing the housework properly, this wouldn't have happened. You guys can argue all you want. I'll excuse myself. Apparently, the finger pointing between the mother and daughter continued until the early hours. When the divorce went through, they finally felt the heat, so they decided to start working. They sold off some furniture, used that money as a capital, and found part-time jobs, but their first ever employment was a disaster. They got fired and ended up borrowing money just to cover living expenses. And get this, Faye tried to send her mother to the other side for insurance money by putting bleach in her juice. But of course, she got busted and it turned into a big fight. They even tried robbing a bank together, but got caught immediately and arrested. They're currently reflecting together behind bars.
I hear you're getting married. It's unbelievable that my big sister with a plain face is getting married. Are you sure you're not falling for some marriage scam or something?
Sadie, how did you manage to contact me? I blocked you.
Getting a new number is easy peasy. I'll do anything to insult you. You're in no position to run away from me, especially when you're not as pretty as I am.
When it comes to your persistence, there's probably no one who can surpass you. But how do you even know I'm getting married? It's kind of scary.
I tailed you, obviously. What else could it be?
What the? You're a stalker. I could report you.
Aww, isn't it a bit harsh to call a family member a stalker? Even if you report me, there's no evidence. How about catching me in the act?
You're not my family anymore. We cut ties years ago. Don't think of me as your sister. It's creepy.
Wait, was that for real? That's hilarious.
I got fed up with being called a plain face by you and our parents and having lies about me spread on the internet.
It was the truth after all.
I was seriously annoyed by the defamation claims. Of course, I had to deal with the whole world thinking I was bullying my sister because of your made-up lies. You marched into my workplace with fake tears and makeup of bruises to deceive everyone.
Oh, that. If people fall for that level of deception, they're all idiots. Everyone trusts cute me more than plain Jane like you.
And because of your dramatic scene in the lobby yelling if the company would keep ignoring the criminal like me, the business partner witnessed it and our deal was cancelled. Thanks to you, I had to take responsibility and resign voluntarily. You totally messed up my life.
Wow, you had a rough time, huh? Serves you right.
That's why you should be held accountable.
Why should I get sued just because I told a little white lie? It makes no sense.
Well, it's definitely defamation. And it's not just stalking. There are plenty of things you owe me for.
Like what? If you're going to say that, you should make amends too. Thanks to you, our parents and I are all broke and we faced social ostracism. You act pretty boldly for someone with a face like a blank canvas.
It's your own doing. If it pisses you off so much, you should have thought of the consequences before.
Don't act all high and mighty, plain Jane.
You keep calling me plain, but you know, both of us have green eyes, right?
I have slightly bigger eyes and longer eyelashes.
You know, our neighbors and kids from school used to say that we looked just alike.
But Dad and Mom used to say you were a blank face, but I was a doll.
They sometimes mixed us up.
I don't remember that at all. Anyway, I'm a perfect beauty and a former model. I'm not like my plain Jane sister.
Whatever you say.
What's with the tone? Seriously, it's so annoying that you get to marry such a hot guy. You get to be happy leaving me, a pretty doll, behind. I can't stand it.
I don't get why you're so worked up, and I don't think it concerns you at all.
As punishment, hand your fiancé over to me.
What nonsense. And what do you mean, punishment?
You sued your family, took our money, and isolated us from society.
I told you. It's your fault.
No, I don't see it that way. If you won't give in, I'll snatch him away like I did in high school.
Stop it. I'm traumatized by that. I won't let you do it again, and I won't allow him to get in touch with you. I can't let you ruin my happiness ever again.
Listen, Blake. It's too late for that now. His name is Benjamin, right? Your wedding is next Sunday, isn't it?
How do you know that?
I told you. I stalked you. I've overheard you talking.
Oh, God.
The wedding is mine now. I mean, isn't it better for him to marry me than plain Jane?
Just stay out of our lives, please.
Oh, me no understand.
Doesn't that idiot sister of mine understand the meaning of cutting ties? Darn it. Oh, excuse me. I got taken over by my trauma and anger for a moment. I'm Blake Raid, 28 years old. Just recently, I received a message from my sister Sadie, whom I thought I had severed ties with. And what's more, she claimed she's been following me since last month and knows that I have a fiancé. I'm strangely impressed by her persistence. If she dislikes me, she should just leave me alone. I don't get why she's chasing me like this. During my school days, I had already experienced that any man she set her eye on would easily fall for her charms. I believe that my fiancé Benjamin, who cherishes me, won't fall for her seduction, but because it's her, I'm sure she'll try all sorts of tricks. Not wanting to fall into her traps again, I've come up with a plan.
I'm with your fiancé in a hotel room on your wedding day.
What? What are you talking about? My fiancé is...
Of course, it's Benjamin. Surprised? But oh well, right? I mean, I'm much prettier.
No way, you're kidding, right?
Yay! Perfectly successful snatch! Woohoo!
I was so excited today, arriving at the venue an hour and a half earlier than planned.
So I'd like to hear about your current feelings after I successfully stole the groom. How do you feel?
I can't believe it. Is it true?
Well, it sounds like quite a shock. This is a live update reporting from the scene. Come on, go crazier and show more devastation. How about a nice apology from the plain Jane for trying to get ahead of me? But even if you did beg me, I won't let Benjamin go.
Don't mess with me. You aren't satisfied with what you did in high school and now you want to steal my happiness again?
Of course! You pushed your family into hell first, so don't expect to be happy all by yourself.
I already told you the other day, but you're the one who went out of the line first. That was outright defamation. Don't you think it's strange to blame me while ignoring what you did to me?
Nope, not at all. You're too narrow-minded, big sister. Don't play the victim just because some nasty rumors were spread about you. You'll be our toy to play with forever.
Old habits die hard, huh?
More importantly, listen. Benjamin is amazing. He can't let go of me and I don't know what to do.
Stop talking. I don't want to hear it.
He can't stop kissing me and whispers sweet words into my ear. Oh my God, I'm so loved.
That's enough of the vulgar talk. It's embarrassing.
Oh, come on. How can you be embarrassed by that? You're such a late bloomer. No wonder he's easily swayed.
You were exactly the same in high school. I can't forget the time you sent me a message saying I had fun with your boyfriend along with a picture. I've never seen such a nauseating image.
Nauseating? You're so weak. That guy was easy too. He fell for my subtle advance way too easily.
I was actually glad to find out that he was a loser that would fall for you. But it left a scar in my heart that will never heal.
If you were glad about it, you should be grateful to me for taking him away.
Why are you to say that? Back then and now, you've only thought about getting in the way of my happiness. You're a wicked woman who takes pleasure in seeing me upset.
Wicked? We've had enough of your self-introduction. How dare plain Jane like you think you can be happier than me? The grudges of those who have been dragged into hell are terrifying, you know?
You just don't want to admit that it was all your fault, huh?
I'll keep haunting you from now on. Revenge goes on forever, you know. Be prepared.
How much more do you want to torment me? Just leave me alone. You'd be happier if you stopped seeking revenge and forgot about me too, you know.
Me no understand. Me no listen.
Ugh, you did the same the other day. Quit pretending to be an alien.
Me don't know. Me no understand.
Knock it off.
Block, block. A bride without a groom, how pathetic. I'd die of embarrassment if it were me.
I'm with Benjamin in a chapel right now.
Wait, what are you talking about? Have you gone crazy from the shock? He's with me in a hotel room. If you keep insisting, should I send more photos?
There's no need to confirm with photos. He's next to me right now, reading this conversation.
Don't talk nonsense. So who's the guy with me? Are you trying to pass it off as a doppelganger?
It's more realistic. That is his twin brother, Dylan. He's also my stalker.
His twin? Wait, did you just mention stalker?
Well, they're estranged, but somehow he found out that Benjamin had a fiancée.
I can't believe it.
Even though he has a fiancée himself, he's been pursuing me, wanting me to be his second wife. It's been so stressful that I'm at my wit's end. But now he's with you. You two are perfect for each other.
You're making that up, right? I can't believe that you would be stalked.
It's the truth. He somehow found out where I worked and lived, and he would show up every day, offering me roses and being a huge annoyance.
That sounds so fake. Roses are such a cliche, something plain Jane like you would come up with.
Even when Benjamin and I went to the police together, they couldn't do anything because there was no physical harm. It's been so frustrating.
Sure. I've had enough of the I'm so popular talk. So what you said about Benjamin being with you is a lie, right? You sounded pretty panicked earlier.
Yeah, hearing you say snatch triggered my traumas and I panicked.
See? I knew it. Serves you right.
But I still believed he would never do something like that. So as soon as he arrived, I showed him our chat and it turned out just as I suspected.
Huh?
It seems like he was going through something similar to me. He received a message from Dylan saying, "My boo-boo Blake's taken. Your wedding's cancelled now," along with a picture of you guys having fun.
Really? Sending my picture without permission? What's wrong with him?
What's wrong? Isn't it the same thing you did? He got scared for a moment, but he quickly realized it was you in the photo.
So, is it true that this guy I'm with is your stalker? Does that mean I was mistaken for you by him?
That seems to be the case.
Being mistaken for plain Jane is impossible. I'm a pretty doll, you know.
You keep calling me plain Jane, but look in the mirror. We look exactly the same, you know.
How do we look the same?
Because we're identical twins.
The length of our eyelashes is different. Besides, I told him I'm your little sister. So why? Wasn't he listening to me at all?
He only hears what he wants to. He reminds me of someone. Anyway, thanks for helping me get away from that stalker.
Ew, gross. I was after Benjamin. Marrying a stalker is a total nightmare.
It's too early to freak out, you know. You're in for a bigger chaos ahead.
What? What more could happen?
Well, Dylan's getting married today.
Huh?
It was a surprise that they picked the same day as us. Well, it's at a different venue, though.
I don't get it.
In short, he abandoned his bride and is having fun with you.
I didn't ask for this.
As expected, you two are the same kind of trash. You guys must have been drawn to each other because you're similar, huh? I'm glad that you hit it off. Benjamin's relieved that he had cut ties with his crappy brother.
Stop blabbering about unimportant things and help us. After all, it's your fault, you know.
Why should I help losers like you? Sort it out yourself.
We're twins, aren't we? You're supposed to help your other half.
You haven't been my other half for quite a while now.
You're useless. Then, ask Benjamin. He can clean up after his own brother, right? I'm sure he would do it, unlike you, heartless one.
He cut ties with Dylan, so he won't.
Why?
He got fed up with being treated as the inferior sibling, just like me. Dylan was the favorite and doted on. As evidence, their parents are naturally attending his wedding.
Neither of you are any help at all. Oh no.
What's wrong?
Dylan's phone is getting bombarded with calls. Oh my god, it's a video call. What's going on? Are we busted already?
Well, I mean, it's no wonder. You did disrupt a significant event. His bride must be furious.
Oh no, he answered the phone. She looks pissed off and is yelling at him. Help me.
Seriously? That's a masterpiece comedy.
She's asking him to tell her where we are, or she'll pull out Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon on us.
I heard from Benjamin that she has a black belt in Kung Fu and is quite a fearsome character. I've heard the name of a technique somewhere. Oh, it's a movie. It's going to be fierce.
Why are you telling me this now? He caved under her flaming anger and gave up his location. She's on her way with the whole family. Wait, he just locked himself in the bathroom.
Oh, I remember hearing that her parents were former professional Kung Fu fighters too. They'll probably punish you in a powerful and interesting way. So would you mind taking pictures of that too? The scene of you guys getting punished. You're good at taking pictures, right?
No! What's going to happen to us? I'm scared, Blake. Help me. I'll apologize for everything I've done in the past.
There's no reason for me to help you.
Actually, it's all Dylan's fault for stalking you. Do something.
This is just a misunderstanding, Boo-Boo. I believed Sadie was you.
Ew.
Oh, you must have done this intentionally. Were you testing my love for you? I was a little off this time, but I truly love you.
She acted all on her own. I have nothing to do with it.
You're supposed to be my second wife, yet you're saying you have nothing to do with it.
I don't remember becoming your mistress. You have a bride. Don't say such foolish things. It's just gross when you talk about me and love in the same sentence.
Don't get me wrong, I love her, but I love you too, Boo-Boo.
Stop calling me that. It's disgusting.
It just sounds so sweet, you know. Don't get so mad. Next time I'll have a wedding with you.
I'm going to lose my temper soon, you know.
So don't get mad. But you're still cute. Being upset.
Hey, why are you flirting with each other and ignoring me? I'm way prettier.
We're not flirting. It's gross. You guys do it with each other.
But I mean, I'm definitely way more attractive, right?
Who cares about a messed up girl like you? You played with my innocence.
What's so innocent about someone who's cheating, you jerk?
I totally agree.
Seriously, what's so good about playing Jane? It's like night and day between me, the charming doll, and her.
You mean a cursed doll, right? Bringing such trouble. Don't think you can get away with it.
What? You're the one causing trouble. How could you fool around with me when you have a fiancé?
It's your fault for making an advance on me in the first place. I don't like you. I'm in love with my boo-boo.
What did you say?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but shouldn't you guys be worried about something more important?
What do you mean?
I have a feeling the execution is approaching.
Wait, I hear yelling from somewhere.
They're shouting, asking where the cheater and the seductress are. I hope they won't find us.
Oh no, we're busted. They're pounding on our door. Why? We've only been communicating on WhatsApp.
How would I know?
You put them up to this, didn't you? You sneaky, useless plain Jane.
There's no way. I have no connection with his fiancé. It must be a female intuition thing.
True. She's always had sharp instincts. She relied on it to anticipate her rival's next moves and secure victories.
What? So we are... What are we going to do? We're seriously in a tight spot. Blake, please help. I'll pay you anything.
My condolences. Well, I'll at least come and identify your body. Anyway, we have to go to the wedding reception now. Bye.
Hey, wait! Don't block us. Blake!
Don't leave me behind. Boo-boo!
Succumbing to the angry shouting coming from outside of the room, Dylan reluctantly opened the door. His bride, wearing a terrifying expression along with her parents, stormed in, and as it's been said, meted out a punishment to the weeping couple. As for the details of their punishment, I don't have information on that, but it was described as a parade of fear unlike any other in this world or something along those lines. Subsequently, the two of them were hit with a cancellation fee from the wedding venue and a compensation payment from the bride. My parents reportedly begged for a more amicable resolution, but the bride curtly dismissed them, stating that they, who overindulged their child, had no right to complain. Since then, the two of them have been working tirelessly to pay off their debts, enduring tough treatment from their unpleasant boss and struggling with exhaustion. On the other hand, Benjamin and I had a beautiful wedding and are now living a happy newlywed life. Having severed ties with troublesome siblings, we're both feeling content and lighthearted.
Hello, Olivia. Thanks for today. Hi, Ellen. Thank you for coming. I went to your new place for the first time, and it's quite a nice place. I'm surprised that your new place was a penthouse. Well, it's not as nice as our mansion with a yard, though. Yeah, a house with a yard is nice too. When I was a kid, I dreamed of having a dog. I always dreamed of having a big dog to play with in the yard. I hate dogs. Oh, I see. I hate animals, including dogs. Are you thinking of getting an animal in that penthouse? Well, it's not decided yet, but it's a pet-friendly property, so it's up to my husband and I to decide. No. Having an animal in the house is not allowed. If it smells even the slightest bit of animal, I'll spray disinfectant and clean it all up. What? Then you may not be able to come to our penthouse anymore. We're not sure if we're getting a dog or not, but my husband says he wants to get an animal as a pet. Sam said that? Yeah. Don't lie so obviously. Since he was a child, he's never said he wanted an animal. You're just putting the blame on him because you want to have a pet. He's actually wanted a pet since he was little, but he told me you were against it. So he put up with it until he moved out of his parents' house. Now you're blaming me. I can't believe you. You married my son and you're living in a penthouse as newlyweds. I thought even you, a poor person, were finally getting used to our upper-class lifestyle. I knew that a poor person like you, no matter how you try to fix it, would still be poor. Please don't say that. It's true that my father is not a CEO like your husband. He's just an ordinary office worker. But he put me through college and gave me a good life. He is a kind father. No matter how kind he is, without money, you can't buy things with kindness, can you? Or maybe, are there any stores for poor people where you can buy things through kindness rather than money? Not exactly. I believe there are more important things than money. I don't think so. See? That's how poor people think. You can call me whatever you want, but I like this way of thinking. I can't believe a person like you became the wife of the son in our upper-class family. I don't like it. It's filthy. You knew about me and my family background, right? I just assumed that you knew all about it and approved of our marriage. I'll take this opportunity to tell you. I was against it, but my husband insisted. He told me that you two were all for it. I only pretended it was in front of him. An upper-class wife should be modest and obey her husband. I was protecting my pride as an upper-class wife. I see. That's right. You really don't know what I'm talking about. From now on, I want you to make sure that you behave like an upper-class wife. I'm going to help you become a more suitable wife than you are right now. So, prepare yourself. What? For starters, join our club. Club? What do you mean? It's a social club where wealthy people gather.
At my place, we gather once a week for information exchange and to have meals or tea together. The membership fee is $2,000 a month.
$2,000? Do you mean $20?
What? $20? You can't buy anything with that kind of money. A kindergartner's allowance is more than that.
What? How much do you give to a kindergartner?
Okay. In our club, we have a luxurious meal every time. We use high-end champagne and premium ingredients. We invite top chefs to prepare the meals. To someone like you who's poor, it might sound like a fantasy. Since you've married into our family, you're joining our upper-class ranks. It would be a problem if you didn't shed your poor mindset.
I'm sorry, but I'll have to decline. I don't have any problem with your financial sense. But please, don't force it on me as well. Spending $2,000 per month is impossible, especially when we already have a $2,000 monthly loan.
A loan? No way you bought that penthouse with a loan.
Yes.
Is this a joke? I thought you bought it outright. Loans are what poor people do. It's disgraceful.
Even if you say that, there's nothing we can do. Given our incomes, the $2,000 monthly repayment is already a stretch.
That's what happens when you choose a penthouse that's not suitable for your stature. Didn't your parents teach you not to buy what you can't afford outright?
Wow, surprisingly sensible words coming from you.
Excuse me?
But there was no other choice. We can manage the monthly payment somehow. It's our issue, so you don't need to worry.
Of course I'm going to worry. Jesus Christ. It makes me feel sick to have poor people in our family.
We're not defaulting on the loan, so it's fine. Anyway, I can't go to the club or whatever it's called. Please understand my position. Thank you.
Olivia, can you come to my place this weekend? I have a noble gathering with all my relatives.
Do you mean that club you mentioned the other day? If so, I believe I declined.
It's different from that. There's no membership fee, so please come. I want to introduce you to my relatives. Despite the difference in our family backgrounds, you've married into our family. I want you to engage with us and experience the atmosphere of the upper class.
I understand.
Wonderful. Well, then come to my house at noon. I'll be looking forward to seeing you.
Ellen, why did you do that all of a sudden?
Why? Because there was a filthy poor person mixed in with our noble gatherings. That's why I slapped you.
That's terrible. First of all, you invited me. I thought we might be able to make up. But instead, you slapped me and yelled at me for being poor. And then you kicked me out of the house. Thanks to you, I'm standing in the yard.
What? You still haven't left? Poor people like you should leave immediately.
Even if I wanted to go back, I don't have the car keys. I left my bag inside your house.
Oh, really? Wow. You're using a designer bag?
Yeah? So what?
A poor person who can only buy a penthouse with a loan, yet using a designer bag, huh? I wonder if you're trying to look like us by doing this kind of cheap trick. Poor people are so miserable.
Just give it back.
Sure. Here you go. Pick it up.
Hey, my bag. You shouldn't throw it out the window. I'm glad I managed to catch it, but...
Oh my God. You look like a dog. You are more despicable than a dog. A poor person with no decency?
That's so rude.
Stop messing around and get the hell out of here. You are a poor woman burdened by debt. Get out now. I'm so embarrassed to be related to you.
I see. Then I'll stop paying the loan.
What?
Well, I'll leave you now. I'll be able to give you better news within a week. I'll be in touch. Ellen, we've decided to stop paying the $2,000 monthly loan. I thought I'd let you know.
What? You guys have the financial capacity to pay it off in one lump sum? What on earth were you thinking? Taking out a loan instead of paying it off?
Oh, no, we didn't pay it off in a lump sum. It means that we will stop paying the loan itself this month.
Stop? Are you out of your mind? If you stop paying the loan, where are you guys going to live? You went through all the trouble to buy that luxury place and now you're letting it go after just 6 months?
We don't plan on letting go of the penthouse. We've already paid for it.
What? What are you talking about? You said you bought the place with a loan. You said you were paying $2,000 a month.
That was a lie.
A lie?
I saved up the money with Sam before we got married. We bought our place with a lump sum payment when we moved in. The $2,000 a month I'm paying is the mortgage on your house.
What?
I was told not to tell you, so I accidentally mentioned the loan before, and I couldn't correct the misunderstanding about it. But that wasn't about the penthouse. I was talking about the mortgage on your house.
I don't understand. It was my husband who bought our house. He's the president and super wealthy. That's why he bought it in full with cash. There is no way he would have taken out a loan like a poor person. If he were that kind of a man, I would never have married him.
Exactly. It's because of that way of thinking.
What?
According to him, around the time of purchasing the house, the company's business wasn't going well. There wasn't enough financial stability for an all-cash purchase. However, because you look down on loans as something only poor people do, it seems he pretended to pay in full, but secretly took out a loan. It's a 40-year loan with a monthly repayment of $2,000, and there are about 5 years left.
Oh no. I can't believe my husband was actually doing the same thing as the poor people. I thought our house was a beautiful house, but it turns out to be a house still not fully paid off with a loan? This can't be true.
Well, he secretly came to our new home after we moved in, and he confessed this to us. He also apologized sincerely to us, asking us not to tell you, and requested us to take over the remaining loan secretly.
Why would he do that? Even if our house had a loan? There's no way my husband is so poor he can't afford $2,000 a month. He's the president of a company.
It seems the company's business is deteriorating again.
So what if it's deteriorating? It's not like there's no income and his actual earnings haven't decreased.
It just hasn't visibly decreased in your eyes. In reality, he has been dipping into his savings to manage everyday expenses. The biggest expense in the household seems to be your $5,000 monthly allowance. He said you would get angry and wave a knife around if he tried to decrease it. So he says he can't do anything about it.
What? So is my husband's company really in a bad situation? I can't believe it. There's no way that's true.
We should have bought a house within our means instead of showing off. I should have been honest with her about the loan and the business. He said that to us in tears, regretting his actions in his younger days. Considering our income, the $2,000 monthly loan was tough, but he sincerely apologized to us and asked for help. So we discussed it with Sam and agreed. We believed there were more important things than money, so we were okay with making a little sacrifice to help him.
Well then, keep paying from now on. Why are you telling me to stop now?
You slapped and yelled at me in front of the relatives, didn't you? After that incident, including Sam and your husband, we all agreed that we couldn't let you get away with it any longer. From now on, we'll deduct the loan from your allowance forcibly.
What?
Also, the total amount of the allowance will be reduced. You will only receive $1,000.
Only $1,000? That's no way to make a living.
You can. It's enough to live alone. Since rent isn't included in the $1,000, there should be enough.
Fine then. It's not like it matters if the allowance is reduced. If I need more, I'll just ask my husband. For shopping, I can just use my husband's card.
Wait, what are you misunderstanding? Of course he will be leaving the house.
What?
I said it's enough to live alone. It's a great opportunity to let you live on $1,000 for a month. If he stayed close, it wouldn't make sense, would it? Plus, it would be troublesome if you started waving a knife to him. He has already moved to a safe place. He took all his cards, money, and valuables with him.
Why would he do something like that? Is he trying to starve me to death?
No one can starve on $1,000. You said that an upper-class wife should obey her husband, didn't you? I don't think that way, but people have their own ways of living. Well, you are the one who said so, so you should own your word. You can do that, right?
This is unbelievable. I can't accept this reality.
I knew you'd come. Just because you don't know where your husband is, you decided to storm into our place. It's just as expected, so it's funny.
This is no time to be laughing. Why is there a dog in your house?
Oh, it's our guard dog. Since you don't like dogs, we decided to get one. Just as the burden of $2,000 per month is gone, we have financial flexibility. Although we call it a guard dog, it's a Pomeranian puppy.
It barks so much. It even tried to bite me. How aggressive and rude. This is why I hate animals.
I guess even puppies are not to be underestimated. If a villain comes in, it barks to drive them away.
Who's the villain here?
Well then, let me rephrase that more accurately. An ex-upper-class wife in her 60s, left with nowhere to go after being abandoned by her husband. Despite her pride, she is incompetent and tends to rely on others while complaining. The absolute worst kind of crappy old lady. Do you understand now?
What the hell? You weren't the type to say such things. You used to talk about the importance of kindness, didn't you? What happened to the poor people's mindset?
I've learned that there are people in this world for whom kindness doesn't matter. I learned that from you. It's like we are living in a completely different world. People who only think about berating, looking down on, and using others don't seem like human beings to me. A dog that doesn't understand language seems to communicate better than you.
Ugh.
What? Can't you speak human language anymore?
Don't make fun of me. I am your husband's mother, you know. My husband is a president, and I am a super classy upper-class lady. Do you think it's okay to have that kind of attitude toward me?
If you keep making a scene in front of my door, I'll call the police. Oops.
You've already called them.
It's because you were so noisy. The security guard has arrived. Wow, this is indeed a luxury apartment. Security is very tight.
What the hell? Send these people away.
No, I won't. I'll change the locks on the house, so please don't enter without permission from now on. Well then, good luck with your new life.
No way. I absolutely can't stand this.
It seems the security guard escorted her out, and she reluctantly returned home. Instead of quietly adjusting to a $1,000 lifestyle, she contacted her friends and relatives all over the place, asking for money to borrow. But everyone already knew what she did to me, and her husband had left her. And it appears she's been left on her own. Her prideful $2,000 membership club had to be canceled. Now, it seems she's completely disheartened with her pride shattered. Meanwhile, Sam's father managed to rebuild the company, and now he expresses a desire to rebuild their marriage. However, if it seems impossible, he's contemplating divorce. On the other hand, my husband and I are currently head over heels for the new dog we recently adopted. While maintaining a connection with Sam's dad, we plan to carefully assess whether Ellen has genuinely reflected on her actions.
Hey Anna, about the favor I asked you the other day. Is this Saturday okay for you?
Sure. Can we meet at the front of the station around 10 a.m.?
Sure. I know you are busy these days. I'm sorry for dragging you along for this.
No worries. Unlike you, I'm single, so I'm usually free on weekends. Besides, I'm excited to hang out with my favorite brother.
Me too. Since it's a gift for my fiancé, I'm supposed to choose it myself, but I lack confidence in my taste, so I still think it's best to have an advice from you.
Yeah, sure. This time you're planning a surprise gift, right?
Yeah. Instead of waiting for birthdays or anniversaries, I thought it might be nice to occasionally surprise with a gift.
You're always so sweet to Alice.
I just want to see Alice happy.
Oh, she's so lucky. I'll try my best to find something that suits Alice's taste.
Thanks. I really appreciate your help. As a thank you for helping me, I'll treat you a meal.
Really? Are you sure?
Why not?
I don't mind having a meal with you, but I'm worried about what Alice would think.
Alice?
Didn't you mention something before? You said Alice is the type who tends to get jealous quite a bit. If she found out that you were hanging out with a woman other than her, I thought she might feel upset about it.
Oh, if that's the case, it's okay. Alice is a bit of the jealous type, but the chance of randomly bumping into each other in this big city is almost zero. Even if by chance she sees us, we are siblings. It's normal to hang out.
Well, yeah.
Besides, Alice knows about you, so there's no need to worry. From what I've seen, Alice seems to like you too.
I see. I think it was about half a year ago when she visited our parents' house. I remember she was so kind and we talked a lot.
Right? So I don't think there's a need to worry. By the way, do you like Chinese food?
Yeah, I do.
I know a good Chinese restaurant near the station, so I'll take you there.
Yay! I can't wait.
It's a small restaurant that my colleague recommended to me. It's incredibly delicious. I hope you will like it.
Sounds nice.
Okay then, let's meet at the west exit of Victoria Station at 10 a.m. on Saturday.
Okay. Hey, Sean! I know you are with another woman. Who are you on a date with right now? Who's that young woman next to you? Hey, Sean! Answer me! Huh, I see. You're so busy on your date that you don't care about my message, huh? We are getting married soon, and you have the nerve to cheat? You thought you could let your guard down since the wedding was settled? But I've been keeping an eye on you the whole time. I won't tolerate you dating another woman while having me as your fiancé. Absolutely not. I'm going to deal with that woman right now.
Hey Alice, where are you right now?
Well, where could I be?
What?
I won't tell you until you apologize.
Don't mess around. What did you do to my sister?
Huh? Sister?
Kicking my sister like that? Because of you, my sister is in the hospital now.
What are you talking about, sister? She's your side chick, right? Since she's messing with my fiancé, she deserves to be punished. But I really can't believe you, Sean. I've messaged you several times, but you were so busy with your side chick, you didn't notice me at all.
I was having lunch, so I didn't notice your messages, but you're making a huge mistake. The one next to me wasn't my side chick. It was my sister, Anna.
Making excuses at this point is so pathetic. I clearly caught you cheating with my own eyes. So, what's her name, huh? She looked quite young, but don't tell me she's a teenager or something.
Anna looks young, but she's almost 25. Do you seriously think I'm cheating?
Of course! You were happily eating food with that woman. What else could it be if not cheating?
What? Don't tell me you don't remember Anna.
Huh?
I introduced my sister when we visited my parents' house, and I'm pretty sure you exchanged contacts with her.
I remember Anna's face, and I remember exchanging our contacts. But where does that woman resemble Anna? Anna had short hair and wore glasses, right? The woman you were with today had long hair and no glasses. It couldn't be the same person.
Hair grows in 6 months, and people switch from glasses to contacts. Anna and I look so alike that anyone can tell we're siblings. Even if you didn't realize it was Anna, you wouldn't just kick someone out of the blue. Even when Anna fell because of your kick, you didn't apologize and quickly ran away.
Shut up! I'm not falling for your lies. You were a cheater. You looked so in love, I just couldn't stop myself from kicking that woman. Then, that woman screamed and she collapsed. I didn't want trouble, so I quickly left. If she ended up in the hospital, that's her problem.
You're the worst. Are you actually happy about hurting someone?
The real worst is you. If I hadn't kicked her, you would probably be sleeping with that woman right now. It's not like the injury is severe. I stopped you from sleeping with that woman. You should be thanking me instead.
What? There's no way I'd sleep with my sister.
Stop lying. If you want my forgiveness, kneel down and apologize.
Huh? Kneel down?
Of course. You cheated and hurt my feelings.
I'm telling you, I didn't cheat on you.
So you're okay with breaking off the engagement?
What?
You want to marry me, right? If you don't want the engagement to be called off, kneel down, break up with your side chick, and pay me $50,000 in compensation. Then I might consider forgiving you.
$50 in compensation? What are you talking about?
Oh, do you think the amount is too high?
The amount is high, yes, but I have no reason to pay you compensation.
Are you serious? Do you realize what you've done? You've caused me deep emotional distress. I could take legal action against you. But if you pay me $50,000, you can marry me. That's a bargain, right? Oh, also, there's one more crucial condition.
What is it?
If we get married, you'll live in my parents' house with me to keep an eye on you and prevent future cheating.
Huh?
I will cancel the lease contract for the place we had planned to live in together. My parents' house is spacious. There's no need to rent a new place for us. And I'll manage our finances, of course. Your monthly allowance will be $10. With just $10, You probably can't go on a date with your side chick. By the way, if you disobey me in any way, you get no allowance.
Jesus Christ. Talking to you is not going to get me anywhere. I'm worried about my sister's injury. I'm ending this conversation now.
So you run away like that?
I can't deal with you any longer.
Well, whatever. I'll give you 1 hour. Actually, I'm going on a bus heading to my parents' house right now. I have to report to my parents that you were cheating on me. I think I'll arrive in about 1 more hour, maybe. If you have a feeling of remorse, come to my parents' house within the next hour and apologize in front of them. Hey, Sean! Haven't you arrived yet? Look, it's been 1 hour already. Hurry up and come apologize, or are you okay with calling off the marriage? Hey, Sean, are you ignoring me? Fine. I'll confirm directly with Anna. If Anna herself confirms she wasn't with you, it proves that you were cheating. In that case, you'll pay the $50,000 in compensation. No excuses. Hey, Anna. How have you been? It's Alice, Sean's fiancée. We met 6 months ago. Do you remember that we exchanged contacts? I contacted you today because there's something I want to ask you. Sean was cheating on me. He was having a meal with a woman at a Chinese restaurant. Don't you think that's the worst? So I got angry and kicked that woman away, but Sean insists that the person he was with was you. Anna, you weren't at the Chinese restaurant, right? I can't believe that he's using you to lie. So I made him apologize on his knees and ask him to pay $50,000 in compensation. I also made him promise to live with me at my parents' house. I said I'd forgive him if he agreed. Don't you think I'm a kind woman? Anna, could you at least respond? Hey, are you taking Sean's side? Sean cheated even though he has a fiancée. Hey, come on. Why are you not reading my messages? Well, you'll read these messages eventually, I guess. When you see this, please tell Sean to kneel and pay compensation. Sean must be desperate to marry me. If he doesn't want the engagement called off, he better listen to me.
Hey, Alice, cut it out.
Oh, Sean, are you finally in the mood to apologize? The promised time has long passed, but if you're genuinely reflecting, I'll forgive you. Will you be arriving at my parents' house soon? We're in the countryside, so if you don't hurry, it'll be pitch dark outside.
I'm not going to your parents' house.
What?
I checked my sister's phone thinking there was no way. Sure enough, there were several messages from you, so I'm fed up. You still doubt that I cheated, huh?
It's not just doubt. It's the truth. You keep making excuses, so I decided to confirm directly with your sister. But she hasn't replied at all. Is she that busy? Or is she taking your side and ignoring me?
There's no way Anna can reply. My sister can't use her phone right now.
Why not?
Because you kicked her and she fell, breaking her leg. Now she's taking painkillers and resting.
What?
Dad and Mom rushed to the hospital worried about my sister. They're both appalled at what kind of violent fiancé you are. Both of them are disgusted.
Oh my God! Does that mean the woman I saw was actually your sister?
I've been saying that over and over.
But breaking a leg from something like that? She seems too fragile. I just lightly kicked her. I never expected her leg to break.
How could you say that? She was wearing shoes with heels, and she didn't expect you to suddenly appear from behind. You ambushed her and attacked out of nowhere. It was really sudden, so she couldn't even defend herself.
But hey, Anna getting injured was your fault.
What?
It's not my fault at all. Your actions led to her injury.
Why is it my fault?
You were engaged to me. If you're going out with your sister, you should inform me first.
Do I really need your permission just because I'm going out with my sister?
If I had known it was Anna, I wouldn't have needed to keep an eye on you. I thought it was your side chick or something.
There's a reason I couldn't tell you. I was actually buying a gift for you.
Huh? A gift?
That's right. I was planning to surprise you with a gift. Since I lack taste, I asked Anna to help me choose it, and we met at the station to go shopping. We had lunch at a Chinese restaurant after we finished shopping.
Really?
Obviously, I couldn't tell you beforehand if it was going to be a surprise. Anna was excited to make you happy.
Oh, I see. I didn't know it was for me. In that case, I forgive you.
You forgive me? After what you did to my sister, you have no apology?
Whatever, just tell Anna I'm sorry.
You hurt my sister, but you don't seem to feel bad about it.
Well, I didn't intend to hurt her. It was my misunderstanding. So please don't involve the police, okay?
I've already talked to them.
Huh?
I've filed a police report. You'll likely be arrested soon.
Wait a minute. Isn't it terrible to turn in your fiancé to the police?
It's the least I could do. You hurt my precious sister.
No way!
I also explained the situation to your parents. I told them I had no intention of settling. Of course, the engagement is off and the wedding is cancelled.
Engagement cancelled?
Why are you surprised? You were the one demanding a breakup unless I apologized on my knees, right?
I had no choice. I thought you were cheating.
I repeatedly explained it wasn't an affair, but you never listened. In the end, you don't trust me, do you?
That's not true. From now on, I'll trust you. So please, don't cancel the engagement.
It's too late.
What the hell? You were the one who proposed to me. You said you love me so much. You said you'd make me happy for the rest of my life.
I'm sorry, but I take it all back. Goodbye.
Sean, wait! Sean! Help, Sean! It seems like the police are coming soon. So I want to escape quickly, but I've been locked in a room by my parents. I didn't do anything wrong, but my parents are being cold to me. Hey, why do I have to go through such a scary experience? Was it genuinely so wrong to mistake your sister for your side chick? I just made a little mistake. You wouldn't want your fiancé to be arrested like this, right? Sean, you can't marry me if things continue like this. I'll forgive you for the confusing thing you did. I beg you, please talk to the police and explain my side. If you do that, you can marry me. My parents' anger should also subside. Sean, please give me a reply. Sean, don't be mean. If you ignore me like this, I won't really marry you.
Yeah, that's fine.
What? What do you mean by that's fine? What should I do? It seems like the police have arrived. Sean, help me!
Anna, how are you feeling?
Hey, I've gotten much better. I can walk without crutches now.
That's good.
I'm sorry for causing you worry.
I should be the one apologizing. I didn't expect Alice would go this far. I found out later that Alice was apparently monitoring me regularly. She was even secretly tailing us that day.
Really? So Alice was actually a creepy person, huh?
It gives me the chills. If it weren't for this incident, I might have married her without realizing what kind of woman she was.
Alice seemed like a nice person at first impression. She must have been putting on an act even in front of you. It's not your fault.
No, I think I just misjudged people. I'm sorry for putting you through such a scary experience.
It's fine. I've recovered safely after all. By the way, how is Alice now? She came to apologize with her parents, but I haven't seen her since then.
Oh, Alice came to apologize to me too, and she begged me to reconcile. But it seems like she's all talk, and not genuinely reflecting. Also, her parents have said not to withdraw the report.
I see. Alice must be feeling down.
It can't be helped. She'll have to pay for her crime. My engagement is officially called off, and her parents will take responsibility for the compensation and cancellation fees for the wedding venue. They paid the entire amount at once.
So, is everything resolved now?
I guess so. Also, to ensure Alice doesn't come barging in again, her parents will keep an eye on her, so don't worry. Alice was an insane woman, but her parents are decent people, which is a relief.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way, are you free this coming Saturday?
Yeah.
As a celebration of your recovery, I thought we could go out for lunch again. We had Chinese last time. How about Italian this time? I know a great place, so I'll take you there.
Sounds great. I want to go there too.
All right. I will make a reservation.
Okay, I'll look forward to it. I never thought I would end up being attacked by my brother's fiancée. It might have been a good thing that we learned about her true nature before my brother got married. According to what I heard from my brother, Alice is currently living with her parents. Under the strict supervision of her parents, she is helping with farm work for relatives. It seems she still can't forget about my brother. But she can't send messages because her parents took away her phone. Even when she tries to write a letter to my brother as a last resort, her parents take it away, and she's living every day in tears. I've recovered from the injury, and am now back at work. I still have a good relationship with my brother, and we occasionally go out for meals to share updates on each other's lives. My brother laughed and said he'd had enough of marriage for a while, but I hope my brother will meet a wonderful woman someday. I also hope to find a marriage partner soon. Liam, I have a problem. Are you at work? Can you pick up the phone now?
Good morning, Naomi. I'm on the train. I'm sorry, can you just text me? What's the rush?
Liam, do you know where my ring is?
Huh? Your ring?
Yes, the one I always wear. It's the engagement ring you gave me. It wasn't here when I woke up this morning.
No, I don't know.
You stayed over last night, and then early this morning while I was sleeping, you left, right? Did you see my ring when you left?
I'm sorry. I was in a rush to get to work. I don't remember.
I'm sure it was here yesterday before I went to bed. But I looked all over my room and I can't find it.
A ring. It's small. Maybe you dropped it somewhere while you were sleeping?
No, it can't be. I take off my ring when I go to bed. I leave it on the ring stand on the table. It's always in the same place. There's no way I could have lost it.
So maybe you just fell asleep and put it somewhere else? Maybe you threw it in the trash by mistake.
Oh, come on. I wouldn't throw it away. I moved the bed and looked for it, but it's not there. I don't know what to do. It's so important.
Well, there's not much you can do if you lost it, is there?
Well,
you're gonna have to buy a wedding ring sooner or later. Don't worry about it too much. Just give up on the engagement ring.
That's not how it works. It's a one-of-a-kind ring with our initials on it. We have to find it. Liam, will you help me look for it?
Okay. I'll go to your house right after work. We can look for it together.
Thanks, Liam. I'll be waiting. Sis, I have a favor to ask you. What's up? If you need me, please be quick. I'm busy getting ready for work. You know that blue dress you have? I need you to lend it to me. What? Why all of a sudden? Why do you need the dress? I want to wear it on my date with my boyfriend today. I'll go over there to pick it up this evening. So, can you lend it to me, please? I can't. What? Why? You always want my stuff. You say you want to borrow it, but you end up not giving it back. My bag, my shoes. I don't know how many of my things you have borrowed and never given them back. I can't help it. If you have something, I want it for some reason. Besides, you actually have a job. You get paid a lot of money. You can just buy another one. That's not the point. It's common sense to return what you borrow. Even sisters? Of course. I understand. I'll give it back this time, so lend it to me. No way. If you want something, buy it yourself. You're so mean, sis. What? You know I don't have any money. It's your fault for not getting a job, isn't it? What are you doing living off our parents at your age? Get a part-time job or something. I don't want to. I'm getting married and becoming a housewife. Anyway, I'm not lending or giving you my clothes. I look better in that dress than you do. I'm prettier and more stylish than you. You're as confident as ever. Compared to you. Oh yeah? When did you get a boyfriend in the first place? Until recently, you were always going on blind dates. But recently, I started going out with a guy. He's older than me, and he's a handsome guy. I see. When I thought you started going out with a guy, you break up with him. I thought you were still single. He seems to have fallen in love with me at first sight. I'm popular, unlike some people I know. I get approached by so many guys, I don't know what to do. But I'm sure you don't know how that feels. I'm sorry, I'm not popular. But I have a fiancé. As long as I have a partner I can trust, I don't want a lot of guys to like me. You're being so uppity again, aren't you? If you don't make an effort to improve your feminine qualities, your fiancé will get tired of you. Yes, I'm trying to improve myself in my own way. Mind your own business. If I can't wear the dress, then lend me the white coat you have. Come on, I told you I don't want to. Why, cheapskate? That coat is cute. It would look better on me than on you. I told you before, if I lend it to you, I won't get it back. It's not about whether it looks good on you or not. Well, if you're going to be so mean to me, I won't introduce you to my boyfriend. I don't care. I'm sure you will get tired of him soon after going out with him. You'll probably get bored and find another boyfriend. There's no end to the number of boyfriends you're going to have to introduce me to. I don't know about that. This time might be different. Huh? We might get married. Oh well, do what you want. I'm not interested in your boyfriend. Hey, what's going on with you, sis? What do you mean? You seem awfully cold. Did something happen? Yeah, a little. What? What is it? I lost something important. What is it? What do you mean, something important? You're really getting into this, aren't you? I can't find my ring. A ring? Yeah, this morning I couldn't find the ring my fiancé gave to me. Oh, you're such a dope, sis. You wear your ring every day. How could you lose it? I take it off when I go to bed, but I'm sure I put it in the same place as usual. I can't help wondering why. I've searched the whole house. I can't find it anywhere. I asked Liam and he said he didn't know. Oh, well, that's tough. But you know, it's kind of bad luck for an engagement ring to just disappear. Is it a sign that something's going to happen? Oh, come on. I'm getting married soon, so don't say scary things. Sorry. I'm sure I will eventually find it. Yeah, right. Well then, I'm off to work. See you later. Okay, have a good day. Liam, are you done with work yet? You said you'd come over after work today, but...
I'm sorry, Naomi. I suddenly had to work overtime, so I might not be able to come over today.
What time are you going to finish work? I don't mind if you're late. I'll have dinner waiting for you.
I'm supposed to go out for a drink with some people from work after this. My boss invited me, so I couldn't say no. So I can't go today, I'm sorry.
But you promised you'd look for the ring with me.
I'm so sorry. I'll be there tomorrow, I promise.
It's already past 10. You're not working late again today, are you?
Sorry. I've been drinking with people from work again today. I don't think I'm gonna make it over there tonight either.
Oh no. You said you'd come over today. I'm preparing a meal for you too. If you couldn't come, you could have at least called first.
No, I can't call you when I'm working. What would people think?
What do you mean, people think? What are you talking about in this day and age? You have a cell phone, so you can at least text me.
Oh, shut up already. Don't nag me like an overprotective mother.
Mother, you and I are engaged. I have every right to worry if you come home late at night.
It's only 10 at night. If we get married, we're gonna be together every day, even if we don't want to be. Let me have some freedom while I'm single.
What's with that tone? You make it sound like you don't want to marry me.
That's not true. You think too much.
But 2 days in a row for drinks?
It's not a drinking party. It's a work meeting. Anyway, don't interfere with my job. See you later.
Sis, are you awake? Hey, have you gone to bed already? Look who's texting at this time of night. Erica, what do you want? Sis, are you free right now? I mean, what time do you think it is? What are you doing texting so late? Actually, I was with him just now. I had a very happy moment and I wanted to tell you. Tell me what? Erica, you must be drunk. Yeah, how did you know? I went to a fancy bar with him. I drank a lot of cocktails. You're not much of a drinker, so you have to take it easy. When you drink too much, you quickly lose your memory, right? But I haven't forgotten today. He proposed to me. What? A proposal? Yeah. You just started going out with that boyfriend, right? And you're already getting married? Isn't that a little too soon?
Well, he didn't actually ask me to marry him.
Then why is it a proposal?
He gave me a ring.
A ring?
Yeah, he gave me a ring. That means he thinks I'm special, right? In other words, it's like a proposal, right?
Not necessarily.
But it's a really expensive ring. He definitely wants to marry me. Do you want to know what kind of ring it is, sis? I think you'll be surprised if you do.
Okay, what kind of ring?
A really cute ring with a heart-shaped diamond. Aren't you jealous?
Erica, could your boyfriend be...
Sis, did you finally figure it out? I got a ring from Liam. You know what that means, right? I'm sorry I stole your fiancé.
I can't believe it. No wonder I couldn't find it anywhere. Liam must have taken it while I was sleeping.
Oh my God. There's no way it's in the house, but I've been looking everywhere for it. Poor sister.
I wonder what Liam is thinking. He gave his fiancée a ring once, and now he's giving it to another woman.
Don't blame him.
Huh?
I begged Liam for a ring like the one you were wearing.
So you wanted mine again?
Because it would look so much better on my slender finger than on your big fat one.
Our fingers are not that different in size, are they? Besides, that ring had my initials and his initials engraved on it.
Initials? Oh, you mean those L's and N's?
How could you accept it so easily?
I don't care about the initials. I can take it to the store and have it erased.
I'll be damned. You have a lot of nerve.
Anyway, he chose me over my sister. I'm sure he'll call off the engagement soon. Sis, please don't be mad at him. I'll invite you to the wedding.
What a girl. Stealing your sister's fiancé without a care in the world.
You can't help who you fall in love with. I'm a better match for a hot guy like Liam. Besides, he said it himself. Rather than a nagging mother figure, he says he feels better when he's with me.
That's so cruel. I'll never forgive you guys.
What?
You'd better remember that. Liam, I think I know where the ring is.
You found the ring?
Don't play dumb with me. You're the one who did it.
No. I don't know anything.
Are you still playing dumb? You gave it to Erica, didn't you?
What?
I got a message from a drunk Erica last night. She bragged that Liam proposed to her.
Seriously? Erica told you about it? I told her not to tell you.
She seemed to have had a lot to drink. She blabbered on and on. You had a date with Erica yesterday and the day before, didn't you? You lied about working late. Cheating on me with my sister by lying about working late is disgusting. And you gave my engagement ring to her without my permission. What are you doing?
I mean, Erica said she really wanted the ring you had. I was going to buy her the same one, but honestly, I can't afford to buy another diamond ring. I thought it would be faster if I just gave her your ring.
Are you stupid? Giving my sister my ring just because she asked for it?
But I originally bought the ring. You don't have to be so mad.
Even if you bought it, I got it. It's mine.
Don't get so upset over one ring. I told you the other day, I'll buy you a wedding ring eventually. You don't need an engagement ring.
A wedding ring? Do you think I'm going to marry you?
What? What are you talking about? We're engaged.
You cheated on me while we were engaged. There's no way I'm gonna marry a prick like that.
No. Wait. Erica and I only date a few times. I never cheated on you.
Oh? I'll send you a picture then.
What?
Erica proudly sent me a picture of herself with you. There was a picture of you two shoulder to shoulder, There was also a picture of the two of you at a hotel. But still, can you say you didn't cheat on me?
I'm sorry, Naomi.
You admit you cheated on me.
No, I had an affair for a good reason.
What's the reason?
If I marry you, Erica will become my sister-in-law. I can't mess with my sister. I wanted to get to know Erica, who's younger and prettier than you, before we got married.
What a creep.
Believe me, Naomi, the only one I really love is you. Erica was just for fun. If you insist, I can have Erica give me back the engagement ring. I'll break up with Erica before we get married. So don't tell me you won't marry me.
I'm filing for compensation.
What?
You cheated on me, of course.
Wait a minute. We're not married yet and you're asking for money?
Don't you know? You can file for compensation even if you're still engaged.
Oh no.
Let's talk again about the future, including Erica. Bye.
Wait a minute, Naomi.
You're terrible, sis.
Excuse me?
Why do I have to pay compensation?
It's a matter of course. You were having an affair with my fiancé.
You weren't married yet.
Liam said the same thing. You can file for compensation even if you're just engaged.
But you don't get to ask me for money too. I'm your sister. It's too much to ask for compensation from a family member.
Look, I don't care if we're family or not, especially when you knew that Liam and I were engaged. You dated Liam knowing that we were engaged. You have to pay for that.
But I don't work. I don't have any money.
So why don't you just borrow money?
No. Okay, fine. I'll marry Liam. I'll marry him and he'll pay for it.
I don't think you're gonna get married.
What?
Because you've been seeing other guys besides Liam, haven't you? A lot of other guys, right?
How do you know that?
You don't remember? The other day, when you drunkenly texted me, you said Liam gave you a ring. You sent me a picture of you and him together. At that time, you also sent me a picture of you with another guy.
Huh? Oh shit, I don't remember anything.
You don't even remember what you said to me? You're such a hopeless little girl.
I was so happy that Liam gave me a ring that day. I ended up drinking a lot.
Well, you can look at your message history later. You sent me a bunch of selfies of you, shoulder to shoulder with guys.
Wait a minute. Oh no, I really did send them. I'll have to delete them right away.
It's too late for that now. Even if you delete them, they're still on my end. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you were two-timing. You wanted to show off to me how popular you are. I don't envy you at all.
Sis, please don't tell Liam.
Huh?
If you break up with Liam, I can marry him. I don't want Liam to know that I've been seeing another man. Let's just keep it a secret.
I'm sorry, but it's too late.
What?
I forwarded the pictures to Liam.
What?
Liam was putting himself on a pedestal, angrily calling you a slut. I don't think he'll ever marry you.
Oh no! Then sis, please forgive me. I'll give Liam back to you.
No thanks. I don't need a piece of shit like him giving my engagement ring to a lover. Bye. Afterwards, Liam kept pestering me. He apologized and asked me to try again. Of course, I refused and called off the engagement. I demanded compensation from Liam and Erica. Erica was unemployed and couldn't pay in one lump sum. She had to borrow money from our parents. They were furious with her over the incident. They said they would recover the money they had lent her. She is now working part-time from morning till night to repay the debt. She's always exhausted. Liam, on the other hand, having his engagement broken off because of his infidelity, resulted in rumors being spread out through the office, which led to his co-workers giving him disapproving stares.
and is spending torture stays at work. And as for me, a few months after Liam and I broke up, I met a wonderful man at work. I now have an engagement ring on my left ring finger that he gave me. My parents like him because he's faithful and honest. He and I are planning to register our marriage in the near future. I am very happy despite all the problems I have had in the past.
You know what? What's with the letter? I woke up this morning and you are gone. I don't even know what that letter means.
Oh, you finally woke up? Good morning.
Just because it's your day off doesn't mean you should sleep in too late. Shut up. Answer my question.
Did you read my letter?
I did.
Everything I have to say is in the letter.
I read it and I don't understand what it means. That's why I'm asking you. What do you mean 6 months to live? Yeah, I get it. You're cheating on me.
What did you say? Why would I do that?
You wanted an excuse to break up with me, so you started talking about life expectancy, didn't you? You left me this stupid letter, and now you're at your lover's house.
No, I'm at the hospital. I was too shocked yesterday to talk to the doctors. So today, I had Mom come with me and listen to what they had to say. Isn't that what it says in the letter?
No, that's a lie. If that's the case, why didn't you ask me to go with you to something so important?
Casey, you're busy with work, aren't you? Even yesterday, you came home after I went to bed. Besides, I've been telling you that I haven't been feeling well for the past 2 months. But you didn't listen to me at all, saying that you are too busy to go to the hospital.
Huh? It's my fault? You think it's okay for you to cheat on your husband while he's busy working?
I told you it wasn't cheating. Why are you so suspicious? I'm a mess too. I was told I had 6 months to live. I wanted to tell you in person if I could, but I knew you'd be too busy with work. I thought I'd at least tell you in a letter. I was so scared while I was writing it that my hands were shaking.
You're right, talk about bad penmanship. You really want to cheat on me with such a lame trick? You're such a blatant liar, telling me you have 6 months to live. You've been thinking hard for a girl like you, but it won't work on me.
Why don't you believe me? You're terrible!
Now you're gonna cry me to death. Maybe that's how you got the guy you're having an affair with. I don't want you to think I'm stupid.
Then come to the hospital today. The doctor said I should have my husband come with me. Even if you don't believe my explanation, you can believe his, right?
Do you think I'm falling for that? I wouldn't believe a word a cheating woman says.
Then, what am I supposed to do? I'm so scared, and my husband doesn't trust me. I'm going crazy with anxiety.
You're already crazy. Your husband is working overtime every day, and you're cheating on him. And you use that as an excuse to cheat on him.
I told you it's not like that.
If that's what you want to do, I don't care. I'll get another woman too.
What?
I'm divorcing you. Don't come home again.
Wait a minute. My poor sister got kicked out of her house by her husband. I heard you ran away to her parents' house because you had nowhere to go. Poor you, you have only 6 months to live. How are you feeling now?
Amy?
I thought I blocked you. I made a sub-account. I wanted to interview a woman whose husband left her.
You're as insidious as ever.
I mean, how do you know my husband and I are divorced? I didn't tell anyone but my parents and my husband about my life expectancy. Yeah, you're so inconsiderate, aren't you? That's why Casey left you. No way. Don't tell me. Casey is sleeping next to me right now. You're kidding me, right? He said he's divorcing and getting a new woman. I never thought he'd go out with you of all people. What new woman? I've been dating Casey for 6 months now. Huh? 6 months ago? That's before we got divorced. That's right. He told you he was busy with work, right? He was coming home in the morning, wasn't he? That wasn't work. He was meeting me. Oh my God. After all that talk about me cheating, he was the one cheating on me. I told him that if it bothered him so much, we could talk about it through a lawyer. He suddenly softened and said he would spare me compensation and ask me to divorce him quickly. That's because he had something to be guilty of. Don't tell me you didn't know this until now. He dumped you because you're that stupid. I didn't want to spend money in court because of the cost of treatment. I made a mistake going along with the divorce so easily. Treatment? What are you gonna do when you only have 6 months to live? Why don't you stop wasting money on useless thing and give it to me and Casey for a celebration? Excuse me? Casey and I are getting married next month. It'll be even more extravagant than your wedding. I'm so excited. You can come too, sis. If it's next month, you'll still be alive, right? I'm definitely not going. I'm not going to a cheating bastard's wedding. It's your own sister's wedding too. A sister who doesn't come to her own sister's wedding is a disgrace to the world. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Because you'll be moving on soon anyway, right? I'm not going to the other side until I get my revenge on you guys. You'll see. I don't know what you're talking about with only 6 months to live. I really feel sorry for you, sis. Her own sister took her husband and left her with only 6 months to live. You're going to die lonely, aren't you? I wouldn't want to end up like that. I've never ended up like that. Don't be so stubborn. You've always been like that. Always losing to your sister who is prettier and better than you. The whole family is fed up with you, Amy. We kicked you out of the house and disowned you. But then you came in and stole my husband away from me. Don't complain if I get back at you. Yeah. Howl of a loser. Your life is so miserable, isn't it? Casey, did you know Amy is my sister?
Who's Amy? I'm busy with work.
So, it's your job to sleep with Amy.
Huh?
You don't have to pretend anymore. Amy told me everything. She said you two have been having an affair for the past 6 months. All those times you said you'd be working late, that was just an excuse to see that woman. When we got divorced, you accused me of cheating, but you are the one who really cheated on me.
Oh, I see. She told you. I was gonna keep quiet until you died because it'd be too much trouble. You've got 6 months to live, but if you found out, so be it. I'm marrying your sister.
So, you admit you cheated on me?
That's right. I was surprised when I found out she's your sister. Because she's nothing like you. Unlike you, who works hard and looks like a man, she's like a fragile girl, a family-oriented girl, and I want to protect her. If I'm gonna have a wife, it has to be this kind of girl.
Is that why you cheated on me? We talked about it and decided that we would both work after marriage.
What kind of reason is that? Wanting a pretty girl instead of an ugly one as a wife, it's a natural feeling for a man, isn't it?
That doesn't mean it's okay to cheat on your wife. If you wanted to break up with me, you should have talked to me about it before you started dating Amy. You've been cheating on me for 6 months, and then you accuse me of cheating on you. You didn't have to go to all the trouble to divorce me, especially when I was worried about dying.
Well, you whining about me leaving you was a real masterpiece. Amy and I laughed our asses off.
That's how you two always made fun of me.
What then? I'm telling you, our divorce is already final, you know. Even you agreed to a quick separation without compensation, right?
You can get compensation even after the divorce if you find out there was infidelity. Just because we separated without me asking for compensation doesn't mean I agreed to anything.
What would happen if you got compensation anyway? You've got 6 months to live, so what's the point of getting the money? I mean, you're going to die during the court proceedings.
As I told Amy, I'm not going to die until I get my revenge on you guys.
Well, good luck with that. If you're so inclined, maybe I'll file for compensation too.
Huh? Don't tell me you're going to charge me for cheating on you.
No, I'm not. I'm filing it because I've suffered emotionally because you married me while hiding your true nature.
My true nature? What are you talking about?
I heard you and your parents got together and kicked Amy out of your parents' house. You made all these crazy accusations, and you were jealous of little Amy, weren't you? She was penniless and lived in a park for a while with nothing but the clothes on her back. Poor Amy. I'm really suffering emotionally from the fact that I married you, not knowing you are such a lousy woman. That's why I'm filing for alimony.
Are you stupid? Amy told you that story, didn't she? She told you that she lived in a park. She made it up. She was actually moving from one boyfriend to another. She even said that why she was disowned.
Shut up! How many boyfriends could Amy have had? Amy is a pure and sincere woman.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What a lousy woman to kick out her fragile little sister. You got sick and that's your punishment. How do you like that?
Oh yeah, that's enough. Like I said, I'm going to take measures to file for compensation. If you want to hire a lawyer too, you're on your own. I don't know if you have anyone to defend you.
Go ahead and howl at your own peril. You've got 6 months to live. You'll die before you can do anything.
That's something you'll have to wait for in 6 months. I'll make you regret it, I promise.
Hey, May, I can't pay the compensation anymore.
What are you talking about? You better pay me by the due date, or I'll deduct it from your salary.
You've got to be kidding me. I couldn't even have a wedding with Amy because you asked for compensation. You're gonna take away Amy's life too.
Amy's life? What do you mean?
She suddenly had a stomachache, so I took her to the hospital. They told me that she had a serious disease and that she might become bedridden without an organ transplant. But the transplant surgery cost a fortune. This isn't the time for me to be paying you compensation.
Well, in the first place, I really wanted you to pay the compensation in one lump sum. But you said you couldn't and got down on your knees. I had no choice but to accept it in installments. You also signed an agreement that if you are even 1 day late, I could forcibly collect. That's that, and this is this. How can you say that when your sister's life is at stake in this emergency? You're going to die soon, so it doesn't matter if you have the money. You're wrong. It's not me who is gonna die soon. It's Amy, isn't it? Screw you! You're about to run out of time. Why are you still alive? Didn't I tell you? I'm cured. Huh? No way! Do you know what kind of disease I have? The incurable disease that gives you 6 months to live. There's no way you're cured. Incurable? Where did you get that delusion? I wrote you a letter before the divorce. They found a tumor, but they couldn't operate on it at the local hospital. If I hadn't gone to a big hospital in the city for treatment, I would have only had 6 months to live. What did you say? I knew you didn't read the letter properly. After that, I got a referral to a doctor at a big hospital, had a surgery, and recuperated well. I've been back to work since last month. I'm planning to live until I'm at least 80 years old, right? What? So you really are cured? Too bad I didn't die. I told you I wouldn't die until I got my revenge on you and my sister. Then you don't need the money, do you? Huh? If you're working, you're not hurting for money. Don't you have the heart to let your sister off the hook for compensation? Whose sister? Amy! She's in real trouble if she doesn't have a transplant surgery. You should atone for the crime of kicking Amy out of the house all those years ago. Shouldn't you do everything you can for her? She's not my sister. I mean, I'm glad we kicked her out of the house. The seeds of that woman's disease have been there since then, haven't they? If we hadn't disowned her, it would have been me and my parents who would have been in trouble. What are things to say? About Amy, who is suffering from an unexplained illness. Unexplained? Don't make me laugh. What's funny? Did Amy say the cause is unknown? And you believe her? You're so stupid. Then, you know what Amy's disease is? I'm just gonna take a wild guess, but I think I'm 90% right. The cause of her disease is she has too many relationships with men. Huh? You are insulting Amy again. It's not an insult, it's a fact. Amy's not like that. She's single-minded about me and said she's never had a relationship with anyone before meeting me. She said it was because her sister and parents were jealous of her being the only pretty one in the family and held her back. She's never had relationships with anyone else. Completely opposite. She's had relationships with everybody else. Huh? I told you that even after she was disowned by us, she went from one man's house to another. It was common for her to have 3 or more relationships, and her boyfriends once met in front of my parents' house and caused a commotion. My mother and I tried to stop her, but then she started screaming like, "Those ugly women are jealous of me," and we couldn't do anything about it. We became famous in our hometown for having a bad daughter, so we decided to disown her. That's why she's sick, isn't it? No way! That's not true! You're just jealous of Amy, aren't you? If you think so, why don't you ask Amy to her face? I don't think she'll answer honestly. That's not true! You're a liar! If you believe Amy, I won't stop you. Of course, I won't stop asking you for compensation either. You can go to hell together as Amy's 100th man. I mean, I think she's cheating on you now, right? Even if you can't pay the medical bills, maybe another guy will take care of it. And then maybe you'll get dumped. How is that possible? Amy is single-minded about me. There can't be any other guy. I have to save her. That's very noble of you. Then at least earn the money for her treatment on your own. It's not manly of you to ask your ex-wife, who you cheated on and dumped, to reduce what you owe her. May, wait a minute. I'll pay the compensation. Just give me a little time to make the payment. I refuse. I won't wait a day and I won't reduce it by a penny. Well then, good luck. Oh no, it's impossible. I mean, really, Amy's sick. Casey seemed unable to believe Amy after all. He questioned Amy, and when he found out that I was right, he was furious. Amy, on the other hand, was obstinate and confronted him with divorce. I heard that one of Amy's lovers was a lawyer, so she got him involved and all hell broke loose. Somehow, Casey ended up divorcing her after being saddled with a large amount of compensation. Moreover, it seems that his company found out about it and he resigned because it became difficult for him to stay there. He was also behind on payments to me, so I tried to forcibly collect from him. I was surprised to find out that he was already unemployed. Amy was planning to remarry her lawyer boyfriend, but while embroidered in a messy divorce and compensation battle, her condition worsened. Her cute face turned ugly and skinny, and her personality turned wild. Her lawyer boyfriend left her, and she was left alone, waiting for her time to come or something like that. When I told my parents about this, they both said she deserved it. Now that my illness is completely cured, I am determined to work hard and put my health first while supporting my parents.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.